Yeah.
The stream is unmuted.
Yes.
Okay, so hello everyone. How you doing? Good? Yes?
Good.
Woo!
Good.
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah, has everyone got a drink and stuff ready to go?
Yeah, but you know what I've not got?
The Bardley link.
He's not got Bardley. Give us the Bardley link.
Nice.
Such a what's the word? Such a proprietary meme.
Yeah. Okay, hang on, just a second.
Are you just
Alright, I'm back.
reducing Scrimshaw's health to 0?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for coming, everyone. I am going to start then. So last we left off, the party, the Clive Five, or whoever the hell you are now, made your way to the city of VL to meet the king, to meet King Emperor Wolfram Gersh. You got some cool shit. You got some rewards and 2 party members, and you got a little hold outside Duckbridge. But you also have, the freedom to sort of really do what you want. But as we last left off, you were ambushed outside the city walls by some disguised orcish tribal assassins who attacked you all, but Gothric seems to recognize them. So, as you are all here, you've managed to capture one of them, if I remember correctly, inside Gideon's magical hand. So, what would you like to do and say? As this sort of half unconscious orc is being held there?
I'd like to get some rope and tie up the orc because I don't think the hand's going to stay there forever.
Okay, yeah, you do that. Yeah, it's no problem to do that. Like, you managed to completely hog tie the bloody orc on the ground.
Gothric, do you know this man?
No. What would give you that idea?
It's a joke.
You looked at him. That was how weird of you to do. The person that was just trying to kill us.
Do I recognize this guy specifically, or
no?
This guy's name?
You recognize the tribal armor and the clothes and stuff. You don't really recognize them. They might be like someone you've maybe bumped into once or twice. You recognize them; they're from your tribe, but other than that, you don't really know who they are.
I might have seen him a few times before, but nah. If this guy's who I think it is, he means business.
Who do you think he is?
Very bad person.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I guess we can figure out what exactly he is and why he's here from when he wakes up.
well, should we drag him back to the city, or
No.
do we just stand around here and wait for more people to arrive? And
I'd say we take him somewhere more private.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm very sure. Yeah, that's why we need to take him and move somewhere. I don't trust taking him to the city. The guards will want to talk with him about this and that, and quite honestly, I have my own questions.
okay, I'm just gonna go and I'll get the other bodies out of sight. Let me see what's on them.
Okay.
I'll go over with Morna.
Yeah, you find that they have these sort of like forged arrows, which have like little glass sort of things on them that break when they hit something. Like they have some sort of poison or something within them. There's only a couple you can salvage from there. There's maybe 3 or 4, like 4, I'd say.
Hmm.
Any like notes or anything on them?
No, nothing on nothing like notes or anything. And there's like 50 silver between the bodies and stuff.
Okay.
Can I just have a quick kind of explanation of our tasks for the day, someone? Because between last week and this week, or 2 weeks ago and this week, my notes document has become corrupted, and I have lost
Oh.
the last 12 sessions worth of notes.
Oh,
That is a big if. So if somebody
Sorry,
could
is
just
this
be-
Gideon or Matt speaking?
I think it might be Gideon. Let's just say like he lost a few pages in his notebook, right? In his
It's-
spellbook.
It just seems to all have been rewritten in like Infernal or something.
Yeah.
Infernal is actually just Windings.
Hmm.
that's
Could someone
What
just
you, what
quickly-
you get when you try and open a like an Excel file in Word or something.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so
It might be helpful for other people as well.
I mean, you got the shared notes file.
I do. Can someone actually? That's going to be the new bard, I think. I won't say that.
Anyone got player shared notes
Pleasure.
or PSN?
Let me scroll up.
Got
I
that
mean-
shit bookmark, yo.
Well, Richard. Hold on.
Yeah,
So I mean, I know the general just.
if
we,
you just go
we
on
had-
Google Docs, like it will be on there because
yeah.
like it just saves what the last things you've been on.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we were heading to our estate, weren't we? Well, that was part of our journey. We were also going to be following up.
I'm not
I
sure we
think-
actually had any plans to go to our estate.
I think we were
Aaron
gonna
was going to
go
drop off
to-
the gold. And
Yeah. I think we were gonna
No,
go
no.
to Deed or something, or
Yeah, because
I think
that's.
we were going to Deed for you, weren't we?
yeah.
I'd like
And then
to.
we were going to go to Daddy Scrimshaw's
Yep.
house.
That's fine,
Daddy
yeah.
Scrimshaw.
Yeah. and I'll follow
Also,
that.
the Emperor wanted you to stay for about a week so that you could be there for these
That's right.
discussions that are going on between the Dancing Ghost and Baratheon.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep. All coming back.
And I know Scrimshaw ordered something that we are waiting for. That will arrive in a couple of days.
Okay.
I
That's
can't
fine.
remember if anyone else ordered anything. Did Morna order some
No.
braces? Or did she decide against the cost?
Well, either way, it probably won't make it. We can follow up with that later.
Yeah.
Okay,
That'll
I was
be-
just.
it'll be a
I
couple
just
days
wanted to know. I just wanted to have a bit more background because I know it's 2 weeks. So I was just kind of.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, back to the zone. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Are there any like caves nearby I can drag this guy over to?
I'm sure you could probably find some. VL's like right near a big mountain range, so
Yeah, I want to. Basically, I just want to take this guy somewhere I imagine he won't be heard.
I mean you're
Like,
quite far out in the wilderness at the moment. Like you're maybe 3 or 4 miles out of the city limits, but you're like in this sort of forest that comes up to the city walls, basically. So
alright, I want to take him somewhere a bit more secluded than this, at least.
okay, it's going to take you like a couple of hours to find that. So
I can, Gothric, I have an idea. I can cast more than kind of private sanctum on top of you, or us. I can maybe make it look like a rock or something silly like that.
That I'm not a magician. What does that do?
It just basically means we'll be more hidden from various enemies. I mean, I wouldn't want us to be attacked again.
That sounds brilliant.
I can't
Thanks.
promise his screams won't echo out through the room, but I mean, I hope nobody's planning to torture him. I hope so. That's fine.
No promises. I'll try and lay off the torturing.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right. Can I speed up that time by you casting Mordekainen's Private Sanctum?
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, you managed to find. All right, you find somewhere off the road, quite secluded, and you cast Mordenkainen's private sanctum around the orc.
Is he awake yet?
No, but he begins stirring and sort of like looks around. And have you bound his mouth?
No, I want him to talk at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, he sort of like begins stirring, and he looks up and sort of looks around at you guys all stood over him, and he sort of like panics and says, "What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want, friend?
But please, don't kill me. It was a
What
mistake.
shouldn't I?
Barras."
I don't think this was much of a mistake, friend.
The boss, he recognized you and told us that you needed killing.
Is he one of the corpses we left behind?
Yes, you killed him.
Excellent.
Can I insight check that?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
He said we were here in Viol on other business, but we just happened to see you in the woods.
What kind of business?
He just fighting against the humans as usual.
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Now, something I noticed earlier on, you seem to have a nice little trick. I don't recall any of our little group of friends having that kind of trick. Where'd you get that?
Badran gave it to us.
Badran gave it to you.
Yes, as a reward for loyalty.
And where did he get it from?
There's a red wizard who he's brought into his hut, gives him gifts.
What race is this wizard?
A human, I think.
Did he mention a name? Does he have a name?
I don't know the red wizard's name. He just I don't know. He's from Eshmelin though.
Eshmelin. Has Badran mentioned deed?
No. Why?
No reason. Just curious.
Please let me go. I won't tell Badran around about any of this.
No,
I promise.
I don't think. I'm gonna insight check on that again.
Okay. I mean, he seems kind of scared right now. Like, he doesn't seem like he's likely to. I mean, he's basically just saying anything to get out of there.
So why exactly did your little group decide that we needed killing?
The boss recognized him, and he like nods to Gothric.
So you did know him?
I might have. Like I said, I might have known these people, I might not have. And I
Don't-
kind of just pull the orc's head back. I think you're gonna need to give me more reason not to kill you right now.
Christ.
Would it? I could get you to. I could show you a way into the tribe and to see the Red Wizard.
That sounds an awful lot like a trap.
It sort of sounds like anything I say you're going to think is a trap.
That's a good point. I kind of. What's your name, friend?
Baraz.
I think he's already said that, Gothric.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he
that was
has
the name
already
of the
told
boss.
us this.
I thought that was the boss's name. Sorry.
No, the boss is Badran.
Oh no, I mean the other boss that he was talking about in the group that he was
Oh,
with.
no, it didn't say his name, is it?
Right.
Did your boss say anything about who this was? Why he needed killing?
Because Badran has put a hit out on Gothric for leaving. But it was just a coincidence that we saw him here.
Gothric, what's this about?
I'll tell you later. For now, I think we should kill this fucker.
Oh, please, spare my life, please. Like, he looks up, he looks at all of you, just like pleading.
You ain't getting mercy from me. I'll leave it up to the orc.
Hey guys, I mean, I'm like the last person here to like spare people's lives. Trust me from experience. But do you really think we need to do this? I mean,
Yes.
this guy. I mean, look at him. He's
Did
Practically-
nearly kill your friend.
practically wetting himself. Look, look down.
You think they wouldn't have killed you if you were wetting yourself?
Well, no, but I mean, we can at least maybe give him a chance. I mean, if he can show us a way in.
From my experience, were this turned around, he wouldn't even be killing you right now. He'd be torturing you, tearing you limb from limb, and then kill you.
Yeah, that's not true. The boss would have done that. I wouldn't have done that.
Shut up!
I kind of just point at the orc. Like, point proven.
No, no.
These people aren't good people.
Oh, he just goes like, "Oh, Mr. High and Mighty."
Ah. Scrimshaw, what do you think?
Well, I'm not a fan of somewhat cold-blooded murder. You know, some
It's
people
not
would
really
call it that.
cold-blooded. Not really cold-blooded though, is it?
However,
Well-
I am also a little concerned that if we let this guy go, he's just gonna run on home, give our location away,
What if I were
and
to tell
frankly,
you...
anything that he says to the contrary, I mean, I'm not gonna trust.
Well then,
He did already try and kill us.
settled.
What if I were to tell you this man's nothing more than a bandit?
Oh, listen,
Hey.
I will be bound in servitude to you if you keep me alive.
We could also just take him to the city, get him thrown in jail.
Well, I mean, we do need allies, guys. I mean, you know, is there any
That's
chance?
not an ally.
Well, I
I
mean-
could be.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, what about Gothric's tribe? What if
Judge
you
your
know
book
we
by its cover. He shot me with an arrow.
perhaps? But I think of that as an opportunity to see a person of great skill that we can
Skill?
utilize.
Yes, skill. Yes, exactly.
What kind of skill?
I can turn into other people.
So can I, and I cast disguise self and turn into him.
Ah,
Next.
Oh, there's two of them.
there's two of me.
Another question. Why were you drow? Why specifically drow of all things? There aren't many drow around here. If you were trying to lay low, you
It-
could have just disguised as a human.
It was on the Red Wizard's orders. Everything that we must do, it must be in the disguise of a particular tribe of drow.
Interesting.
Alright, well, what are we doing with him? Take him back to the city? Kill him here?
I say kill him here.
I
No,
vote for killing him.
no. I will do anything. I will
I'll hold it
I will
for you,
cook for
Gothric.
you.
I mean, I
I
suppose
will.
if we
I will.
if we do take him back to the city, then they're probably just going to execute him anyway.
No, they probably will. Yes. The best.
I don't think they will.
So, I mean, there wouldn't really be any point taking them there, because we might as well just kill him here.
Exactly. I like your thinking.
Ah.
Right,
Well, I mean, we could
Give
always
him
give
here,
him,
Gothric, I'll hold him
give
for
him
you.
the option.
I'm going to grapple him.
Well, would you rather go
Ah.
to prison? Would you
I'm
rather
gonna
go to
grapple him
prison
and hold
and
him
be
down for
executed,
Gothric.
or die here?
I'd rather not die at all.
Well, I think you're going to die either way. So, do you want Gothric to do it, or would you rather the palace guard do it?
Fine, just do it.
Right, don't cry.
he like pisses himself.
Right, I'll hold him, Gothric. You do what you want.
Now, is there anything we can do to just make this a bit more painless?
No, Gothric, do it.
Sword in the stomach and just twists
Oh,
it.
God, that's not a good way.
Oh, gee, okay,
That's not what I had
right.
in mind. I don't sign off on this.
Like his
Gothric, I thought
blood
you were
just
gonna
gets
slit his
spurting
throat.
out.
I assumed beheading, like, could have just held him down.
I would have just
You've got
chopped his head off.
You've got a big fucking axe.
Ah,
I would have chopped his head off. But,
I'm still dying.
right, I'll just get my axe and behead him.
Okay, his head like rolls off.
Oh
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Gothric, you
Titus
need to.
Christ.
That is not how you execute people.
That was
Like,
that
you're
was a
looking
little
for
extreme even for me.
That's torture.
Yeah.
If you're looking to torture someone
So
and kill them,
was.
then yes, though we'd have to have words if you are ever looking to do that. But Christ, no, stabs to the stomach could take a long time to kill people.
To be fair, it was my first stab.
Well,
What?
If he wasn't
your first strike should be the only strike if you're executing someone. This
Nah,
isn't a fight where you have to take what you can get. It's an execution. You can take the best shot you can.
my hand slipped. And Gothric just starts walking away.
Oh God.
I might have misjudged the orc there.
I'm just gonna search this guy for any more of those arrows.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.
No, he doesn't have any.
So do they have like the poison in the glass?
Yeah, it's basically like in the center of this arrow is like a bit of is like a bit of flint and a bit of glass, and when the arrow sort of like gets shocked, it smashes the vial. So you could like carry poisoned arrows around with you without worrying about poisoning yourself if you accidentally prick yourself.
And not having to just apply it
Mm.
like 2 minutes before you're actually going to use them.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that was brilliant. You
Alright,
do
so-
realize
Sorry.
Sorry.
we probably should think about getting some friends along the way.
I mean,
And
we picked up
Gothric's
2 friends just yesterday.
Gothric's
This morning?
Investigating the boss he mentioned and see if he recognizes the face or anything.
You don't really recognize the face. Like, it seems like these orcs may have come into the tribe like after you left.
Right.
Like they may have expanded a bit and just taken a few people on.
Right.
So, Gothric, what was that about them, the hit on you leaving? What's the deal there?
They're bad people. I ran with them for a while. I left. Not really much else to say at the moment.
Why were
They
you
wanted-
part of them?
I didn't have a choice. I was born there.
Oh, that makes me feel an awful lot better about those people that we just killed. The fact that they may have possibly had the same fate.
They were murderers, raiders. They deserved every ounce of pain they got.
Did you participate in those things when you were part of the group?
Let's keep moving.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh, dear.
Scrimshaw, I think this is a casebook of I think they call it psychopath.
you know, I would agree with you, but frankly, I didn't really feel much when we killed that guy earlier. I'm a little concerned of what we all become, frankly.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. I think we should catch up to Gothric. He might start killing more of his family or something.
Yeah, and I don't know. Why the stomach? Why?
Yeah,
We didn't want it. It's like we didn't want to kill him. Well, I didn't think that we did, but it seemed like he was getting some enjoyment out of that.
You need to relax, my friend.
I, maybe, I don't know.
You mentioned some of their armor have like. Do any of their armor have like insignias on it from like little tribal war paint that might designate where they're from?
Nah, not really. Like a lot of the tribal armor is just quite crudely put together bits of scrap, basically. They didn't have any war paint on or anything.
Right. So nothing like anything on their armor that will say they're from
No.
my tribe. Okay.
Guthric, are we actually going to do anything about this, or are we just going to carry on walking down this road?
We need to get to Deed. I need to check something out.
Okay, and are we likely to be assassinated again? Because I think me and our Mary Ben, I can't even say my words. Our Mary Ben, I can't even say words. You know what I mean?
Band.
Mary Ben, that's the one. That's the one.
Very
The adventurers don't want to get don't want to have a nasty surprise again.
I can't promise anything, but he mentioned that they were there on other business.
All right.
So there's not people looking for you, but if we run into people like that, they may try and kill you as well.
Maybe.
Well, I guess as long as we, keep ourselves a little off the path.
To be fair, they'd probably be lurking a little off the path as well.
We could get you some a disguise of sorts, make yourself a bit less recognizable.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it may be time for you to maybe divulge a bit of what you're seeking to do. Indeed. Okay, if this clearly we're all risking our lives for you here if we're going with you there.
Gothric
And
just kind of
that's okay, but we need to know what we're getting into.
Gothric just kind of sighs and closes his eyes a bit.
I am a very bad person, Scrimshaw. I've done a lot of bad things. In all my time with them, I did one good thing, and that good thing's Indeed. I just need to make sure that it's doing all right.
Do you have a child, Guthric? I mean, if so, that's great. I want friends. But...
I don't have a kid, no.
Wife, husband.
I saved a child once. The leader wanted me to kill it.
So you do have a child?
It's not mine.
Oh, that's what they all say.
I left it there. Gave it to its uncle. I want to make sure it's doing all right. Make sure. I was worried if they had found me, they might find her.
I see.
Use her as a way to get to me.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, we're happy to go with you. It's on the way. Hey, Rainleaf, you've been rather quiet. What do you make of all this?
I'd want to bury him.
Bury who?
The orc you
Oh.
murdered.
We kind of just left him, didn't we?
To be
I
fair, he
know.
was a bandit. Bandits are killed all the time.
That's a great justification.
The roads are littered with the corpses of bandits.
You know,
you
it's
think is
like-
actually that squishy section of the road. That's
Yeah.
just a bandit.
Like no wonder, no wonder fucking Dark Lords and Necromancers can make zombie armies so easily. Because just everywhere there's dead bodies.
Well, it's because bandits, they just respawn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
actually
it's like the
reproduce.
Highwayman in RuneScape.
The
Yeah.
society considers it justice. It's just outside of city walls for a change.
Yeah, they respawn, but the
Bodies
corpses
stay.
the corpses don't despawn.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, Morna is just gonna kind of go over to Rainleaf. She's like, oh, by the way, I think you could probably do with this. Be quite nice if you don't die, because if you don't die, then the rest of us don't die. And
Like,
she's
oh
gonna
my
hand
God.
you like if you died, that'd be like so not cool, man.
Oh my god.
It's almost
I thought
like
Joanne wasn't playing today. Hi, Joanne.
And she's gonna give you the periapter wound closure.
Ooh.
Does Joanne know about this?
Joanne requested this.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not just giving away all her stuff.
And all this gold, I just don't
Oh,
want
and Scrimshaw, like this gold, like it just weighs me down. Like I need to be light, and
So,
when I
it's
run,
gonna
it
give you all my
jingles so
gold.
much.
I'm just gonna give you all my gold.
Alright. So, are we gonna bury this guy, or have we already left him?
Do what you want with him.
I mean, how long would it take to bury him?
I can do a ceremony.
Oh, sorry.
How long
Ceremony.
would that take?
An hour.
Okay, it's fine with me.
Or about 6 seconds.
Which one is it?
He was an orc. Rest in peace. Goodbye.
What's the difference in time for?
Ideally, I do both, but worst case, it can be 6 seconds.
Wait, where's the 6 seconds coming from?
Gentle repose.
Oh, okay.
Stop it coming back for round 2.
I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty good shout. They weren't shapeshifting when I was with them. I don't know what other kind of magic they fucking have.
Are we in a rush?
Not
We could just
massively,
burn the
but,
corpses.
I mean, I guess. I don't see how that's any better, really, than just leaving them for the animals.
I mean, as Rainleaf mentioned, it's more in case they come back.
Do we have any reason to believe they will?
I mean, I have no reason to believe that
A
my tribe
visit
would
is involved.
this is true. You
I've
don't
heard
think
bad
it's,
things about visits.
Hey.
You don't think it's that specific wizard I'm thinking of, right? Don't think it's Amon.
I don't know.
Amon doesn't have red hair, does he?
No, but he could be wearing red.
I mean, I would be surprised if he was here right now, to be honest. It sounds to me like he has more important things to do.
Yeah.
No, no offense, Guthric and your tribe.
Yeah, he's half the world away.
This is true.
Let's hey, Rainleaf, you start your ceremony thing, and we can wait a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to cast Gentle Repose and Ceremony and stuff?
I think I'll just do gentle repose because it's a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you burying the bodies or getting rid of them somehow? Or?
Chuck them in a bush. Job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you chuck them in the bush, you see like the other 6 bandits that have been chucked there like in the last 3 or 4 days.
Bloody hell. This must be a hot spot for bandits.
The cave I was gonna drag him to was just full of bandit corpses.
It's like, oh my god, everything is dead. What?
It's
You're
like
in the
low
dead
level-
woods.
This is just where low-level adventuring parties come to just grind a few laps.
Yeah, great experience.
So no, low-level adventuring guys would have been fucked up by them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Can I
Yeah.
just quickly, as we walk away, like there's a loud kind of sound as we're walking away.
Oh my god, Gideon exploded.
Now you see a slight fire plume from where that kind of area of the wood was with the bush.
Gideon, did you just blow up the corpses?
Maybe. Come on.
Why?
Oh, fireball, I was burning the bodies.
A burning hand, just like goes over your shoulder. Like,
Oh, look, an eyeball.
Gothric just straight up cool, guys. Don't look at explosions. Just walking away.
Alright, I'm good now.
You scare me sometimes, Gideon.
Yeah,
You
me-
called the orc a psychopath.
Hey, I didn't say anything about me.
Yeah.
Let's just put it down to coping mechanisms.
I mean, you could put that down. Anyway.
Just like we put that guy down by shoving a sword in his belly. Let's get back to town. Back to town. Where
Back to
we don't get jumped and torture people to death and burn bodies and. Well, I hope. Let's go.
okay, so you make your way into the city of VL through the main walls. The streets are quite busy. Like people going back and forth. Doing their thing. The sort of the streets are quite narrow in like most of it, as there's a whole lot of buildings just like stacked on top of each other almost within the city walls. I don't know, for some reason over the years people have really felt the need to try and stay within the city walls rather than out.
I wonder why.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Gothric's gonna look for like any like ranger groups in the city, see if like there's anyone that might have any records of like that tribe attacking near here more recently than usual. Like any other raids that have been happening.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check.
I have -1 to those. That is a 4.
As far as you can tell, there's not really more bandit attacks or anything than usual. But you do notice that very specific people have been targeted more often than others. So there's like a couple of merchant guilds which are reporting quite a lot of losses, as their trading caravans are being bandited. But they're quite high targets anyway, so they're always a target in the first place. But it seems that they're being targeted a bit more recently.
Would any of the attacks fit like my tribe's MO or
Not that you know.
right? Okay, Gothric's going to the bar.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
what time is it?
it's probably getting quite late now.
Yeah, going to the bar.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Going to the bar.
Can I, would there be places that are like open for like a library for like wizard spells or whatever?
There's the Magisterium, but
Hmm.
it won't be open to the public.
Okay. Alright, we can. I'll have a look tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
I'll go to the bar this way.
Everyone's going to the inn, are they?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So, for the sake of expediency, you guys spend the night, have a bit of fun. Are you staying at the inn tonight as well?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was.
Time to kill.
I think it was 5 gold before for the six of you.
Yeah, I'm paying up this time.
Okay. So that's 5 gold for the night.
Okay.
All right. So the next day comes. What do you guys feel like doing?
Um,
Well, you can seek out information about the those specific bandits a bit more if we wanted to, though we might have exhausted that.
Gothric is. How exactly did he describe the Red Wizard? Is it like the wizard's got red hair or anything?
No, I think he described it as just a red wizard. You didn't really ask much about the actual description of the person.
I'm pretty sure. Like I asked what race.
Yeah,
or
yeah. He
it
said,
was.
yeah.
It seemed
He said
human.
he said human. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go for round 2 of Roxon versus whatever demon I summon.
I think I'm all right now.
Maybe we could ask Erin about that wizard. See if she might know anyone who's particularly interested in tribes of orcs or.
I mean, we could probably
Perhaps.
find that information out in the city.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
think we need to keep him bothering Aaron.
Okay. Well, I mean, Gothric, you know what you're looking for a little better. If I'll come with you, and if you want to show them the appearance of any of them, then I can do that for you.
Yeah. All right, sure. Let's go search around for any more info around the city. I
Okay.
don't really know.
So whereabouts are you going to look up this sort of stuff?
I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, I don't know if anyone has any info on people who have survived any bandit attacks or the like lately, or if there are like anyone mentioning anything in bars about specific bandits or that kind of thing. Like any like survivors from attacks.
Okay, so all right, so you're just going for more of a general, just like people watching and see if anything comes up, because that's gonna be very unlikely to particularly find anything.
All right.
We got time.
I'm not particularly good at investigating for this kind of thing. I know kind of words to look for, but I'm not really. I haven't really been looking for them.
Mike, if I went up to the top of like a tall tower or building or something and cast detect magic, could I like how far out can you kind of detect like big
60 feet, I think, isn't it?
Oh, so it's not that far. Let's have a look. Oh, it's within 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. Yeah.
Wait, we have arrows with us, right? Maybe we could bring those to any like guards or anything and see if they recognize those arrows from anywhere.
Yeah, sure. I'll hand one over to you. In fact, actually, you should probably have these. You use your bow
Sure.
far more than I do.
Alright, I guess I go around like guards and rangers and the like and seeing if they have seen these kinds of arrows around before.
Okay. The guards don't really recognize them, but you go to like a blacksmith's, and speaking to one of them, he sort of says, I have seen arrows like this a couple of times before, not in orc tribes, but I have seen them usually by Eshmali mercenaries, that especially in the last war, a lot of Eshmali mercenaries used them. Some say there's still quite a large stockpile of these arrows around the place if you have the money to get hold of them.
Okay. You wouldn't have heard of any stories of any Eshmali red wizards, right?
Well, there are an order of red wizards in Eshmalin, the Golden Cities.
Right. Okay. This. Gothric's having like a weird brainstorm moment. Like,
Gothric has quite low intelligence, so it's like just watching his eyes just widen and like things numb. It's like the mental equivalent of those people that have those big boards with like lines connecting things.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
less of a brainstorm, and more of a brain breeze.
it's like
Yes, there are many orders of red wizards in Eshmillan. The most famous one is probably the Blind Serpent, the Order of the Blind Serpent. But other than that, there are a couple of hundred. As we here have the Magisterium and the Arcanum, they in Eshmillan have their own orders.
would I know if they're like that? Is like Ashmelon like that war with us?
No.
Like where we are at the moment?
No, Eshmillan is a continent. Let me show you the world map. Eshmillan is down here.
Oh, sorry, you kind of went weird. Things went quiet.
Okay, that's fine. Eshmillan is actually. Hang on, why is this so? There you go.
How many pixels can you?
Eshmillan is this continent over here.
Yeah, but like, are we at war with them? Or
No. Not,
No?
Well, there's sort of a semi-crusade going on right now against the followers of the Sword, who happen to be in control of a lot of Eshmillan.
right?
But that's just like a religious war between the Tempest brand and the Sword, rather than any people in particular being at war with each other.
Well, I think we have a few more leads then. This man was described as an Eshmillan from like Eshmillan. He has arrows. He's been giving them arrows. He's been giving them weapons. Bandit attacks have been increasing in like who they're attacking. Big merchant groups, guilds. I'm starting to think my tribe might be being used as a pawn right now.
I mean, what would these wizards stand to gain from causing a ruckus around here?
I'm not too sure. Like, I don't have a nose for politics, but, you know, people need gold, right? That's how economies work. Start
I suppose it could be
disrupting
that low
merchant
level.
activity. I mean, it could be a way of waging war without themselves actually being involved.
Hmm.
Smoke and mirrors and all that.
I suppose one thing we have done recently is got into a bit of a habit of assuming that everything is a world-ending, world-threatening threat.
I don't think it's like
Some
that.
things just aren't. This may just be one of those things. Maybe it's just some wizard using some tribe people for a bit
It
of
might
extra gold.
suck, but it's not gonna end the world.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
I mean, did you guys kind of walk out the first time you were with each other thinking that the world was going to end from what you were going against?
I mean, I only just got here, so I don't really know what's happening.
I was kind of more like looking at like Scrimshaw and Gideon and Morna. I was like, did you wake up one
Well,
morning and say,
until-
I'm going to save the world?
What, a couple of months ago?
I mean,
The world
I don't
was-
know. I don't,
A cottage in a forest.
yeah, I don't think we really want to save the world, to be honest, but I don't think we have much of a choice but to try. Because if we don't, then
Hello?
So, I guess in a way that world has ended.
Hello?
Hello.
hello.
Hello?
Oh,
Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Right, so what are we doing? Are we going to do anything off this, or just
I
bear it in
think-
mind when we head out?
I think we need to start moving to deed.
I want to have a chat with people. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Does this room have really good acoustics? Why is everyone saying hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Anyone?
All right, yeah. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna. I was thinking like maybe we start moving on our way to Deed or something. Soon.
Mhm.
Get started on our
Can you hear me?
milk journey. Yeah.
Oh, strange. Oh,
Hello?
well, now I can hear you.
Oh,
Hey,
Weird. I thought it was just a very awkward long silence.
very awkward.
All right, yeah. So you guys want to go to Deed?
Indeed.
And probably.
Wait, now?
I mean, we basically just woke up, right? And
How long would it
started
take us to get
investigating.
there?
Well, it depends how you're getting there. If you're taking main roads, it's going to take you a while.
Hey, Gothric,
mean-
we're waiting for a couple things here, though, still, right?
All right.
I mean, I'm certainly waiting on my cloak. I don't want to waste several thousand gold. I mean, if we decide we don't want to go to this meeting the king requested of us, then
I guess I
don't
can
know
keep
what kind of ramifications there will be of that.
I guess I can keep my nose out here. I still think it's worth asking Aaron about any, I don't know, red wizards that might be around. Red wizards specifically interested in disrupting merchant activity.
I mean, I can try. I can try. There's no
I
reason
mean-
why not. I just.
Isn't Aaron in the city, or is she
No,
out there?
Aaron is
Something.
actually gone to your keep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to keep badgering her, but I think this is important.
I mean, I don't. I think that'd be a better source of information if we went to the Magisterium and asked around there.
If they let us in.
Well, I mean, we've had. I'm sure the king. You know, Roxanne will let us in, won't you? Roxanne?
Sorry. Faded out for a moment there.
I'm sorry we're that boring for you.
I was thinking about something. What do you need?
Magisterium, could you get us in there?
Probably. Why? Why do you want to go in there?
Find out about the Red Wizard. Ask around. I mean, do you know anything about it?
I could probably get one of you in. I think they might not be too happy with all of you, but maybe one or two of you.
I think me and Gideon.
That's fine by me. But do you know anything about it, Roxanne?
What, the Magisterium or the?
No. These attacks going on with bandits. I mean, you've had your ear to the king for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone out in hunting parties and killed a few of them. I don't really know much about why, but I'm just a soldier. They tell me, kill that. I kill it. They don't tell us much. I think they're trying to keep a little bit, quiet. Not to worry the people,
Sure. Okay. Gothric, you okay with this, and everyone else?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Rainleaf, did you need to go in and read any books or anything, or?
Not especially.
Okay. I don't know if you and Scrimshaw want to do something while we go and have a look.
Well, I thought that it was that you and Gothric would be going there.
Well, Roxanne has to show us there.
I kind of have to get them in as well.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in an hour or so. We'll meet you back here.
Okay. I'm very good at waiting.
Okay.
Been waiting all his life.
All right, so you make your way to
More than
the
you know.
yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way to the central ward of VL, where it's dominated basically by the large marble facaded magisterium that has this sort of like swirling marbled, like black and white marbled stone that like just looks kind of cool. With like it's very sparkly rock as well. Yeah, it just completely dominates the entire of the central ward. Pretty much everything is in the shadow of it, and it just is massive. Most of it is the big library that's attached to the side of it, but there's also like a couple of towers that occasionally like break off like flashes of bright light every now and again, and then like puffs of colored smoke and stuff. You guys make your way up to the large doors of the entrance to the magisterium, and there's a cloaked figure with his cloak down currently. He's quite old, like a long grey beard, just writing into it like a book, and like looks up as to see you three approach.
Okay.
He sees you approach. He says, hello, can I help you?"
Yes. We would like to come in, please.
Are you members of the magisterium?
No, but I am the Emperor's guard.
And do you have a writ from the Emperor to be allowed in?
No, but he said I should definitely come in. And he's going to be very angry if you don't let me in.
Right. Well, the magisterium does not actually take orders from the Emperor. It takes orders from Lavar.
Well, you're in his city, though.
Actually, this has the same standing as an embassy.
Oh. I kind of turned to getting a... Shit. You try.
I kind of whisper to Gideon, should we mention Red Wizards now? Or,
Nah, I don't know if that's necessary.
I mean, it might get us in.
Why? Because we're investigating.
I have to, like, proper lean down to talk to him. I'm out of ideas. This isn't my strong point.
Is the door behind him open?
No, it's like a large oak door just shut.
Oh, okay.
Are you proposing we bum rush him?
No, I was going to go invisible and sneak in, but I'm not going to do that.
We could ask the Emperor.
I mean, there's taking it to the top and there's taking it to the top.
I
We could
mean,
ask, but I don't know if he'd want to know everything, basically. So whether you're comfortable with divulging the information you've got.
Well, Gothric, it's your life.
I want them gone. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get them gone.
Well, including you being gone.
Hmm?
Nothing.
If there's anything else I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Well,
Gothric, you want to say something?
Should we ask?
I mean, you got nothing to lose.
Do you... We were hoping you could bring up some info about a group of people we believe to be rather dangerous right now.
Oh, you want a magisterium finders? Yes, I can search the archives for whatever you want. It will cost. However, it does raise money for the upkeep of the building.
How much are we talking?
Well, it depends what you want me to research, and depends how much time it takes for me to do so.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Everyone's like getting murdered by Discord tonight.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on?
R.I.P. Discord.
Oh, he's gone. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
You good now, Zach?
Hey? I can't hear anyone.
No, lol.
No.
Leaving and rejoining fixed it for me.
Well.
Talk about timing.
Thank you, Discord.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say leaving me joining
yeah.
for me.
how much did you say? I didn't hear that bit.
It actually depends on how much you want me to research, because of course it takes time to do so, and it costs money per hour I spend in the archives.
The Red Wizards.
What, you want everything the archive has on Red Wizards?
Not really too sure. I'm not much use in libraries.
Hey, may I interject, Gothric?
Sure.
Good day, sir. We're after information relating to a known Red Wizards operating in the local area. Any that relate to merchant profiteering or raiding. Again, preferably in the local area, but anything nearby would be helpful as well. And really anything of note that relates to around here. Is that
Right.
okay, Gothric? Is there anything else?
That sounds fine.
Okay. I can do that for you. I suppose it won't take me longer than an hour. So that will probably cost you 50 gold.
I'll pay.
Okay. Well, if there's anything else, otherwise I will begin having a look for you.
That's
Okay.
pretty sick hourly rate.
Yeah, he goes off into the archives.
That's like lawyer money.
Gothric starts pacing around a bit. He
Okay.
doesn't like this place.
Yeah, after about half an hour, you see a couple of wizards like come into the building, and they just sort of like walk up to the door. The door opens for them, and they just like walk in, and then the door closes. But you see there's like 4 of them, and they're all wearing different coloured cloaks. Like one's wearing like a purple cloak, one's wearing like a sort of a brown cloak with a couple of like black lines on it, and then the other 2 are wearing like these silver cloaks. But they just have their hoods completely up, and they slide into the building.
Can Gideon kind of hide slightly behind Roxanne?
Okay, they don't really seem to look at you. They just sort of walk past.
What are you doing?
Okay, and then after maybe another 20 minutes, the guy comes back out. And he's like puts a couple of he doesn't have that much. He maybe like a couple of memos and like almost sort of like weird record sort of things. Not books or anything, but just like records basically. Not like not like vinyl records, but like just pieces of paper basically with Excel on it. And he puts them down. He says, I could not find much relating to Red Wizards in Tarsat, but I did collate a few sightings of Red Wizards, but most of them seem to be around the Grey Mountains. So I brought them to you, and there's also this record from one of the merchant companies of the Dancing Coast, talking about how they seem to be interested in artifacts that certain Red Wizards might be selling quite recently. But other than that, there's not really that much in our records.
No, you've been really helpful. Thank you.
I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
No, honestly, genuine. Thank you.
Okay, well, there you go. If there's anything else, please do not hesitate to ask.
Is Gothric allowed to take this, like, with him to, like, read over?
Yeah, sorry. You are allowed to read it whilst you're in this lobby.
Gothric's just gonna start reading through.
Hey, Gothric, do you know how to read?
I know how to read.
Hey, Roxanne, do you know how to read?
Gothric starts reading, like, out
Would you
loud,
like
but,
me
spelling it out.
to knock your head off your shoulders?
I mean, preferably no.
Okay then. Keep your sarky little comments to yourself then.
That was very defensive. I don't think Roxanne can read.
I mean, this is very, very handy, actually. Gothric's going to start looking through specifically at the parts relating to like the Grey Mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and any like just the merchant thing the merchants were talking about.
Okay, so it's actually a memo from an internal memo from within the Dancing Coast, which has been cleared and is no longer like top secret, but it's from like 10 years ago maybe, and it's basically saying that there's a couple of red wizards who came to the Dancing Coast about 10 years ago, named Astrix and Gastiel, and they had a couple of like strange orbs that like seem to really have like cloud in them that shifted, and you could like use them to like spy on things and scry. They also they sell like mirrors and stuff as well. And the Dancing Coast bought like a fuck ton of these mirrors. They don't actually say what the mirrors do, but like they're just described as magic mirrors. And it turns out that Asterix was killed at some point when his ship got sunk, and Gastiel just disappeared off the face of the earth. Like no one could find out where Gastiel was, but Asterix, they're 100% sure that Asterix died. But Gastiel just went missing one day.
Asterix was just super dead. He was stabbed from like every possible angle.
Well, actually, yeah, because it was 10 years ago. Actually, the ship that Asterix was on was sunk by Commonwealth ships during the war. And there's like loads of accounts that just basically say his ship was sunk as part of it. There's like no way anyone could have survived that. But Gastiel just like was in the Dancing Coast one day and then just disappeared.
Gothric kind of turns to Gideon. I think we need to stick around here for a bit.
Yeah, you thinking maybe? I mean, I just had a thought. You know, this ceremony coming up next week when people are coming from the Dancing
That's
Coast.
what I mean. I was hoping about maybe asking them specifically about Gastiel.
I think that's a good idea, and also just keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I mean, the Dancing Coast, they're mostly merchants there, right? They're mostly governed by merchants.
Yeah, it's a merchant republic.
Mm.
Surely they would want to know about a specific group of people being used by wizards to enact terrible crimes against merchants.
Well, it's not a bad shout that it'll be on their radar. Maybe it's something we could ask, a couple of our slightly more warmer friends in the Dancing Coast.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
All right.
We could ask our friend who's not particularly fond of our other friend.
Why are we not using his name?
I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, that friend.
So Gothric forgot his name as well. The guy that wanted, who was the guy who wanted us to give info on Pietro again?
Mihir Vahiran.
Maybe ask him.
That's Don Mihir Vahiran to you. No, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Did you ever even meet Mihir?
Yeah, I was with you. I'm pretty sure it was around the time the tower blew up.
I don't think we've actually met. Maybe briefly we met him once.
I remember us meeting someone who wasn't particularly fond of Pietro. And Gothric was fond of him for not being fond of Pietro.
Yeah, you did meet Mihir Vahiran, like not for very long, but when you're in Dancing Coast, when you're in Port Darwan.
I don't remember him being very happy with us.
Yeah, you just met for a bit, and then you went and spoke to Pietro, I think.
Mm.
Do you think he'll be at this meeting? Or do
Probably.
you think it'd be worth messaging him?
I think he's probably going to be at this meeting.
Okay. Yeah, I say we stick around for the meeting then.
All right.
I think it's the only way we can find any more info about this, or any more leads, or the like.
Yeah. Did anyone else see those 4 strange wizards coming into the building earlier?
I mean, aren't most wizards strange? No offense, of course, but most wizards I've come across have been really strange and having weird ideas. So maybe it's normal for them.
It just made me nervous. That's all.
Wizards always make me nervous. Again, no offense, I just don't like magic.
None taken, I guess. All right, let's get out of here unless anyone else has anything else to do. Have you learned everything you need from your those documents?
I've got a few ideas, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Roxanne, for coming with us.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, couldn't be more help. I thought they'd just let me in, to be honest.
Maybe you should raise a complaint. Yeah.
I probably will.
All right, so you hand the things in to the receptionist.
Okay,
Let's call the police if Scrimshaw's gone wrong. Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys make your way back to the rest of the group. What do you feel like doing?
I mean, I was just. Oh, yeah, we could just do shopping and all that kind of stuff until the time comes around for the meeting or something, I guess.
Yeah, you can just have a few days. So so it'll be 7 days after our last thing you'd on the thing. Maths. Okay, so it'd be the 58th day of summer if you guys don't feel like doing anything else.
I just want to. I think if we do, Gideon's just going to be very careful about being near mages of the wizards.
I assume Scrimshaw and Morna are picking up their things as well.
Yeah, they will be. Anyone who's
Yeah.
ordered anything will be able to pick it up. Okay, then let's have a break then, shall we?
Okay.
Come back.
All right, we're gonna have a break. So come back in 15 minutes at 1:30.
We're having a break now that Richard's back.
Yeah. All right.
Like, oh, Richard's
Alright.
back. I won't play anymore.
By the way, you get your cloak now.
All right.
So nice.
That's
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, son.
Wait, no, I don't have any pants on.
Same.
Oh, wait, I need to go to the toilet.
Do you?
Wait, I've lost
Yeah.
the Bardley link.
Yeah, can somebody send the Bardley link, please?
Alright, this is a bad meme.
It's been like fucking 17 weeks in a row.
We're gonna kill the BBG, and the first thing and the last thing we say to it before we kill it is, "Can we send the Bardley link?" Can we send the Bardley
I'm
link
just-
to a magic item?
I'm just gonna make a magic item called Bardley. The Bardley link. Link of Bards. All right. Okay. So. Oh my God. Where were we? All right. Okay. Yeah. So. So you guys are just gonna have some downtime for a week. So what do you guys feel like doing in the week?
Brooding, looking for more things
Trading.
related to these arrows and the like.
You're gonna do what? Sorry.
I'm gonna be like seeing if anyone else like throughout the whole time. I'm gonna be keeping my ears out for any new bandit attacks and things, and like seeing if people have seen these arrows around.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. You
kind
don't learn much more than that blacksmith told you.
fair enough.
I would like to take some more time to see if I can recreate Gothric's rifle.
Okay. Probably won't make much progress in a week.
Okay.
With
But,
no, especially
yeah,
with like
just-
not with you'd probably have to buy like specialist tools and a workshop to do it in.
Oh no, I mean with my warlock feature.
Oh,
the
I
Back to the Blade,
see. Okay.
because normally you can just create any weapon
Yeah,
that's like a base weapon.
this
but
one
I
has
understand
working
firearms a bit
parts,
different because
yeah.
they're not just like there isn't
Don't you
just
need,
like the
like-
standard one and then
Mm,
magic. It's
mhm.
just
Don't you need like
complicated.
don't you need an invocation to use specific other weapons? Like I'm pretty sure improved packed weapon is the only way to get like longbows and the like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually. Yeah, I think normally it's just melee weapons.
Yeah,
So-
so yeah, it's like the moving parts required and the fact that you need other bits as well. Like it's quite tricky to do something like that.
Yeah, just seeing
Okay.
whether I can make any progress towards it.
Yeah, after a week you don't make any progress.
Okay.
Roxon, what do you feel like doing?
Maybe accept a couple bounties and stuff. You know?
Bounties.
Yeah.
On you or to...
Yeah.
Hanson himself.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize Roxon liked coconut.
He does.
Uh,
He's the only one that
No one
eats out of the celebrations tin.
well, there always has to be one. Okay.
I wish I
at
was that
some
guy.
point- At some point during the week, Gothric's gonna kind of apologize to Scrimshaw. I realize that what I did was too much. I don't like talking about this kind of thing. This kind of thing's not. I thought I could leave it behind, and no, I guess I lost my temper.
Right, well, I mean, it's good that you realize. Would rather, in future, you know, if we don't particularly, yeah, I mean, I'm not big on torture, but you know, in future, if we have to kill someone, we just make it clean. We don't torture them. That's going a bit overboard.
Oh no. I promise it won't happen again.
I'll hold you to it.
Very well.
All right. Well, I think we have a meeting to get to.
Okay, so first things first, because you spent 6 nights.
Well, hold on. Did Rainleaf and myself say what we were doing?
Oh yeah, did you guys want to do anything?
Drink wine. That's about it.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I like tail / just make sure I'm trying to get an eye on what those wizards were doing? They've kind of piqued Gideon's curiosity.
Okay. What particularly are you doing?
Just trying to figure out if they're like on to him.
I mean, they don't seem to be, but I mean, what are you doing specifically? Like, are you sat in your room the whole week thinking about whether they're on you or?
No. Just like I don't know. One morning, kind of waiting out eye view to the magisterium entrance, seeing waiting for them to come out or something, and
Okay.
tailing them for a bit. That kind
Does
of thing.
Gideon have a conspiracy board about wizards?
Actually, Zach, do you know about? It happened quite early. It happened earlier on in the campaign.
I think you've mentioned a few times a few specific wizards are after you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so one day you are just sort of sat outside the magisterium, and you see one of the people wearing brown cloaks that you recognise, with they have these black stripes on them. You see the two of them. You assume they're the same two that went in the other day. Come out, and they begin walking down an alley, in the central ward. You can follow them if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Make a stealth check.
Gideon's
Come
getting
on,
kidnapped.
Harold.
Wait, have I not got the tab up anymore? Where's the tab gone? Am I on the thing for?
Oh no, you're not on roll 20 at the moment.
That's strange. Sorry. It's just an average kind of alley. Yeah. Your average alley. Alright, I'm just coming on now.
No, it's a magical alley.
Magical alley.
I got an alley.
Copyright. Stop. Alright, here we go. Right, so stealth check. Can I actually no? Because they might be able to see it. I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, as you go into the alley, there's a bucket. There's a bucket on the side, just that somebody has used to wash a bit of the wall or something. You just kick it over, and the two wizards turn around and just look at you, and you're awkwardly just at the entrance of the alley. They're not saying anything right now, but what do you want to do?
Can I put the bucket on its? Just kind of pick it up
Put the bucket
slightly
on their head.
and put it on my own head.
What? So
Skyrim style.
you can't see anything.
No, so it's kind of tipped angular on my head, yeah.
Okay.
And then just kind of walk off with the bucket on my head.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The wizards don't follow you or anything. They just walk off as well.
Brilliant. Just
Okay.
new fashion.
And the rest of the week you don't see them at all.
Okay.
Gideon, why'd you have a bucket on your head?
Hey, where I'm from, it's fashionable to wear buckets in your head, alright?
Right.
Okay.
I've heard of a bucket helmet, but that's taking a little too far.
Well, stick around and you'll see more of it.
All right. So it's because of the 6 days you spent at the inn. That'll be 30 gold between you, and they'll also maybe add another 10 gold on top for food and board, food and water and stuff.
10 per day or just 10?
No, so 40 in total for the week.
Um,
I'll pay 10 on it.
you'll pay what?
10.
All right, I'll pay 30.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Gothric's mission, alright? He gets to pay. It's the rule.
All right. Okay. So the day of the delegation arriving comes. You make your way to the palace quite early, in hopes of working out what the hell's going on. I assume.
Emperor's coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you see Erin is there.
Gothric just kind of goes over to Aaron and is like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, hello. Yes, pretty good. I started work on the teleportation circle in Erdelvolt, I think it's called.
Ah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to finish it, but how have you been?
not great. A lot of bad shit's happened. Well, one day of particular bad shit. But
Yeah, bad
What-
shit.
What happened?
Well, I mean, we were just out, doing normal things, doing a little practice fight against demons, as you do, and
We were
there were
attacked.
some assassins from I think, from your tribe.
Yeah,
Hey, do we actually have a name for your tribe?
the Daz Khan.
Well, I call them assassins. I don't know if that's what they actually are, but that's what they seemed like.
Most of the time, it's mostly just bandit work. Braids, that kind of thing.
They seemed pretty strong for your standard bandits.
Yeah,
Is everyone in your tribe that strong?
I mean, I'm that strong. But I had time. These people were newer. I kind of also show Erin one of the arrows.
Okay. Yeah, she takes them. She looks at the one of them and she says, "And you got this from them?"
Yeah,
Curious. I've never seen orcs carrying arrows of this build.
me neither. Apparently, bandits have been attacking merchants a lot more lately, and the orcs mentioned a specific red wizard. They didn't mention his name, but a red wizard.
A red wizard from Eshmelin.
Yeah,
Why would a red wizard from Eshmelin be in Orthaid?
I've got no idea. I thought it might have something to do with the fact that bandit attacks are attacking merchants a lot more lately. Maybe economic warfare, like just behind the scenes.
Curious. Yes, I've yet to actually meet a red wizard from Eshmelin, but well, we could keep our eyes out on that. I suppose it's quite scary. She hands the arrow back.
Thanks.
The delegations have arrived. They arrived yesterday. The talks will begin in maybe a couple of hours. But feel free to just hang around
What's that?
me.
What's the name of that guy again?
Which one?
Don Mehevahiren.
Yeah. Is Vahiran here? Is he with us?
Don Vahiran. I do not think he is part of the delegation. No.
All right. Okay.
I think there's
No
only
problem.
there's only one member of the Shining Revel part of the delegation.
Who's that?
Don Pacino.
Mhm.
Don Pacino. All right.
Yes, I assume because of the current state of things in the Dancing Coast, not many of them wanted to leave and come far away, so they sent one as an ambassador.
We were hoping they might be able to give us some info on this. Any leads or the like?
What you wanted to speak to the delegation themselves?
Well, just anyone really. Like I mentioned, they're mostly attacking merchants. I would have thought the Dancing Coast would be taking this rather seriously.
Well,
Considering.
yes, the Dancing Coast would normally take that seriously, but they are currently in the midst of a war at the moment, so they're taking that much more seriously for now. But I could try and get you to speak to them. You have more standing with the Dancing Coast than I do.
Just spitballing here. Would it be particularly tactically useful to be attacking merchants and economically attacking a country while they're not at war with you, but at war with someone else?
It might be.
Cool.
Hey, Guthrie, do you mind just let me have a look at that arrow? Is that all right?
Sure.
Can we see the substance in it?
Yeah, it's quite see-through glass. Like it's sort of a black liquid substance.
It's not.
It's not lift.
It's not lift, is it?
No. No, you would have known if it was lift. If you got hit by that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not the type of thing you want to put in someone you're fighting.
I mean, I just
Yeah.
wanted to say, I mean, Aaron, is Aaron still here, right?
Yeah, Aaron's still here.
Okay, actually, don't worry. Ignore me now. Hey, Guthrie, I want to talk to you about something in a bit.
Sure.
Well, if you have nothing else, we can go into the throne room. The delegations will shortly be meeting and providing gifts and whatever else. You might be able to speak to them there.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol. Yeah, there might be wine if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Rainleaf, are you? You know, I'm not actually sure I've seen you without a drink in your hand. Are you okay?
Communion.
Is communion all the time, or
Yes.
It seems to be your favorite part of your religion.
Yes.
Well, it is quite popular with a lot of people up in Orthaid. So.
I mean, I'm not going to question the person who's literally part angel about what is holy and what isn't. But isn't alcoholism usually frowned upon in religion?
I'm not an alcoholic.
We didn't ask.
I just like wine.
Seems
A lot.
legit.
I mean, I also like drinking a lot of alcohol, maybe not wine, but alcohol.
Tell me really, when was the last time that you went, say, 2 days without a drink?
Anyway,
And when that happened, by any chance, did you start to feel a bit rough?
I don't remember.
Huh. Okay.
That's not alarming. Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
guess
So,
you better keep some wine on tap.
what would you like to do?
I guess Aaron was showing us the throne room, right?
I mean, she's not showing you the throne room. She'll go with you to the throne room.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like going that way with Aaron.
Okay.
Nothing
yeah.
else to do before then?
All right. So you make your way into the palace. There's a lot of guards. Like.
So, can I just quickly say something to Gothric on the way, as
yeah.
per what I said before? Hey, Gothric, just be careful talking to Don Pacino. I mean, you remember this guy, right? I don't know if we've been acquainted to a few times.
I don't think Gothric particularly has.
Okay. Well, he I know for a fact he was instrumental in getting. I literally had his name in my head 10 seconds ago. Pietro del Colti to be the Archon of Port Dalaran. And remember also he has we've come across a few shipments of his, including arrows. So just be careful what you say to him and don't trust him necessarily.
Right. What would you suggest?
Well, he already has.
I was literally just gonna go over there and tell him everything.
Yeah, please don't do that. I don't trust him. He's.
What would you tell him?
Wow. I don't know. I leave this decision in your hands. This is your. But just be careful what you talk to him about. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so you guys make your way into the actual throne room itself. There's a lot of guards in here, mostly the Emperor's guards, but there are also a couple of guards from the Dancing Coast, and there's a couple of guards from Baratheon. You notice, you see two groups basically that are just talking to each other. There's the Baratheon delegation, which you see Basil there. Talking, he like sees you guys enter, and he just like his eyes widen, and he sort of like chuckles, and he just looks away. He just talks.
I don't know Basil.
No, you don't know Basil.
But Gothric does get like a weird twinge in his neck as soon as he sees him. Like,
I want to kill this person.
Yeah, Basil's like, yeah. So of course, everything, like everything my father has done, he has managed to make Baratheon one of the strongest states in the world. That is why Dancing Coast is so jealous of us. And it's like a couple of other people just like laughing, and he's just like such a pompous twat, basically. And then
Gothric wants to kill this person.
yeah, you also see a couple of ambassadors. You don't really recognize them from Baratheon, but you definitely know they're quite high up. And then in the delegation from the Dancing Coast, you recognize Don Pacino, and then a bunch of other people like you don't really know, but they seem to be merchant types. Not on the Shining Revel, but you know, they must be trusted enough by the Dancing Coast to come to talk about that sort of thing. You also see the Emperor just sort of like slouched in his chair, like he's just looking so bored right now, and he's just looking just down at the throne room talking. And after a few moments, a couple of people walk up to him from the Dancing Coast, and you overhear he stands up and is introduced to Don Pacino, and he says, yes, Don Pacino. It's, of course, very good to see both sides of this conflict here. And Don Pacino says, yes, of course, most exalted emperor. As an independent state at the south of your holdings, and you see like the emperor just like cringes when Don Pacino says that. He says, I would like to extend you a gift from our lands, just to help any arrangements that might be made today. And a couple of people walk in, like carrying this like large, like wrapped box. And the Emperor says, yes, what is that? And they open up the box, and there's like this large silver mirror in there, and Don Pacino is like, this is an Ishmaeli magic mirror. It will tell you your fortunes. It is very, very rare. It's very expensive. Hopefully, this can settle a lot of the issues that we might be facing between our countries. And Wolfram says, that's a very nice gift you have there. Unfortunately, gifts will not sweeten me up. We will do this the old-fashioned way. And then Don Pacino sort of like nods and says, very well.
Gothric just kind of like leans back, looks at Gideon, looks at the mirror, kind of like trying to silently, point it out. Ishmaeli fucking mirror.
Yeah, I noticed. I do a similar back.
Gothric gets as close as possible as he can to the group without maybe like alerting people like, oh no, this big half-orc with a gun on his back is coming on over. Like, just enough to get a good eye on the mirror.
Okay. Yeah, it looks well nice. It's like entirely made of silver. The actual frame is entirely made of like polished silver, and it's got like on the actual frame is like coiled. They look like vines, with like leaves and thorns sort of poking out of it. And then in the mirror itself, it's so polished, like it's almost just like looking through a window or something. But it's just it's lovely.
Gideon, he kind of whispers, is detect magic obvious?
Fairly obvious.
Mm.
I'm not going to start casting a spell in here, Gothric. I do not want to end up in prison.
I don't like the convenience of that mirror showing up either.
I agree. I'm sure it's something we can think about later, but I think right now, pomp and ceremony is what these rich, posh guys like to do. So I think we just let it happen.
Okay.
Okay. So then a sort of a scryer, not a scryer, some sort of cleric stands up and just announces, the talks will begin in 5 minutes, and like the whole room begins like murmuring amongst themselves. Erin comes over to you, Gideon, and says, did you notice that mirror?
Yeah, I did.
I might speak to Emperor Wolfram about that. I think maybe it's worth taking a look into that before he accepts it. But
well, when we do these checks, I want to be there.
Oh yes, of course. I will speak to the Emperor about it now. She like goes up and begins like chatting with him, and the Emperor just sort of just laughs and like you see him like wave his hand like no big deal, and Aaron sort of like slinks away.
I kind of go to Gideon.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, no, we're keeping an eye on that mirror,
Mm-hmm.
I
right?
mean, well, why don't we talk to the king ourselves? I mean, it seems Aaron tried and failed. Maybe if 2 people go up, it might be a bit,
All right.
better. Is that okay if we approach the king?
Yeah, I mean you go up to the king. The king notices who's going up to.
I'm going with Gideon at
Okay.
the very least.
Okay.
Is that right, everyone else?
Yeah, probably just tag along.
Yeah.
Wherever people are going in the moment.
Tag along.
The Emperor says, heroes. I hope that it hasn't been too boring yet. There's not been much drama.
Not at all. Good afternoon, Your Majesty. It's a pleasure to see you again. You're looking very well.
And as are you. What can I help you with?
This mirror, we have a few reservations about it. And we'd just like to have a check over it at some point for your own safety, of course.
What reservations do you particularly have with this mirror?
Gideon looks towards Gothric.
We believe it may be some kind of underhanded trick.
Well, I wouldn't expect less from the Dancing Coast, but it seems to have passed some preliminary checks that, I have wizards on hand who do these checks on gifts that are being brought in and stuff. I don't know particularly if you're worried for my safety. I'm really worried for the safety of these Dancing Coast fools who seem to be so brazen about their ideas of independence. But I wouldn't worry about a silly mirror over them. They know that if anything happens to me, Dancing Coast will be crushed, as usual.
Well, in any case, can we have a look over it at some point?
Yes, of course. I actually gave the order for it to be installed in my room. How about after the talks, we'll go there and we'll inspect it together. Erin can come and.
Can I just ask, do we know what the general opinion here is of the independence of the Dancing Coast? Whether that's kind of a known thing, whether it's like kind of sort of in dispute, or
Is this like you're asking the party here or him?
asking Mike the DM what's
All
our
right.
current knowledge of that?
So the Dancing Coast declared independence from Tarsat during the Tarsat Commonwealth War, and because Tarsat was so bankrupted by the war, they basically never actually managed to stop the Dancing Coast being independent.
Was the Tarsat Commonwealth War the same one that Asterix got killed in?
Yes.
But if you were to ask someone, if you were to ask like one of the kings, someone loyal to the king,
Shit.
whether the Dancing Coast is part of the Commonwealth, would they say
Dancing Coast is not part of the
it
Commonwealth.
was or no?
It was originally part of the Free Cities, which is ruled over by Tarsat. But yeah, like the Emperor would say the Dancing Coast is part of the Free Cities because they're not officially independent. Just Tarsat has no rights and stuff over it.
Okay.
Like basically, Tarsat doesn't have the ability to project its influence to the Dancing Coast at the moment.
Like that place in Spain was it the place in Spain that was trying to get independence recently?
Oh, like Catalonia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Through this whole thing, Gothric would like to keep an eye on Pacino and maybe do an insight check to see if he's expecting anything. Maybe if he's nervously looking at the mirror now and then.
Mirror's been taken off now, but no, John Pacino just seems, he actually comes up to you, Gideon, at some point, and he says, it's Gideon, isn't it?
Lord Gideon Mansford to you, but that is correct.
You're a lord now, are you? Well, nice to meet you again. I think the last time we talked was only briefly, but it was at Mihiva Heron's party. I just hope that everything with you is going well. I hope that you can. I hope that you recognize your allies in these situations.
Of course, I look forward to a long and fruitful relationship between the two of us.
Mm. Yes, I heard.
About the oranges.
I had talked about you with Pietro quite recently. He said that you were going off to Nordhorn.
That's correct.
Is there any reason why you are currently in VL?
We're just taking a little break.
I see. Well, nice to meet you again, and your friends, of course, are welcome in Port Dalron whenever you feel like it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. There's a particular variety of orange that I particularly like, and I would quite like to particularly have another one at some point.
Okay, so the two sides, like a big table is dragged out by a bunch of servants, and the Emperor and his delegation is on one side. Baratheon is on sort of one side of the table, and then Dancer Ghost at the other, and then you guys are just piled in at the end, just to overlook. And Aaron sat next to you. Aaron is just like, I always get invited to these things, and I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Gothric is kind of just shooting evils at Pacino at the moment.
Pacino just like meets your gaze, and he's just confused. Just like, what?
like earlier on with the blacksmith, like Gothric's constructing this theory in his head. He's just kind of staring at him.
Okay. Okay, so the room quietens down a little, and the Emperor stands up, and he says, let's just make this very quick. I am not here for lengthy talks. I want peace, and under no circumstances will I allow two members of the Free Cities to fight indiscriminately. While the Dancer Coast delegation begin murmuring amongst themselves, and he like puts his hand up to silence them, and he continues. So how about this? Because the Dancing Coast are because Baratheon is protected by myself and the Empire of Tarsat, then the Dancing Coast will immediately cease all hostilities. And Don Pacino stands and he says, we were attacked by criminals sheltered by Lord Blackfire. It is us defending our borders and our independence from those who may try and destroy it. And the Emperor says, I think you have a different idea of independence than I do. And unless you want us, the Empire of Tarsat, to get involved in this little war of yours, you will stop all hostilities immediately. And Don Pacino says, maybe not. And he sort of like fishes around his pocket and he takes out a letter. And he says, I think this might help you change your mind. And he hands it over to the Emperor, who begins reading it, and then he just begins shaking with anger. And he just says, you think you can threaten me? And he slams the table. He a couple of goblets shake over, and you see Basil sit back in shock, but also smiling because the Emperor's really angry. And he says, guards, arrest them. And a couple of the guards begin having a fight with a couple of the Dancing Coast guards, but they're quickly overpowered. And Don Pacino is grabbed by a couple of guards, and the Emperor says, you'll hang for this. And they get sort of marched out, and he's just raging, and he says, that's it, go, everyone, leave.
Well,
so it's the Baratheon delegation begin leaving, and he looks at you guys and Eren, and he says, not you stay.
uh-oh.
What was all that about?
He picks up the letter and he shows it to you, and it's a letter from the Commonwealth, saying that they've guaranteed the independence of the Dancing Coast.
Oof. My king, if I understand
pressing the situation, but if I may, before you hang the delegates, I would like to speak with Pacino.
What would you like to talk to him about?
I
I
have
guess
a
we
few
can
names.
convince him
I
to
would-
stop this madness.
It could be brought up. I have my own questions for him.
Hmm. Very well. You can speak to him now if you want. I'm sure he's shocked enough. For too long, Tarsat has been bullied by the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth seems to trying to do anything it can to declare war on us. So, including this mess right now.
Excuse me if this is a stupid question. After all, I'm not. Forgive me, I'm not particularly well versed in politics or but what is your issue with the independence of Port Delron and Dancing Coast?
What? The Dancing Coast is one of the richest regions in Ortheid. It is on our southern border, and has historically been part of the Free Cities. Any emperor would be mad to let it go without a fight.
Well, what changes? I mean, do you tax every trade that goes through there, or?
No, but they are part of our sphere of influence. We benefit from that. Now we will probably get cut off from a lot of the trading in that area.
So what is it that they value that is so different from just being part of Tarsat?
That ultimately we control their trade links if they are part of the Free Cities. Them having the independence to do what they like it gives them the independence to trade with our enemies. And having a powerful trading nation on our southern border, well, we spent too long fighting among the Free Cities during the last war. Free Cities took the opportunity to try and declare independence where they could, and we shut it down where we could, but the Commonwealth is too big of a threat to have to worry about this shit, basically.
I mean, it's got a point.
Yeah, you do. But what happens if, you've arrested these people? You said they would hang for it.
Yes,
What do you
are.
honestly see happening if you do?
Well, the Commonwealth are clearly trying to find any reason they can to go to war with us, so we will just do it. We'll do it before they do.
Do you wish for a war?
No king, no emperor wishes for a war, but sometimes it has to be done, and we will not be bullied by foreign powers.
Do you believe the Commonwealth wishes for a war?
Yes. 5 years ago, we made a very amicable white peace as both of our nations were bankrupted, and they specifically declared war on us in the first place. They still didn't get what they wanted from that war. There's tensions that have been high for a while. I inherited this mess, and I am not going to be the king who loses it all.
Gothric goes theory mode again. More dots to connect.
Hey, if this war starts off, are you gonna need Roxon back?
Well, it depends whether you will help us in that war or not.
Do you think maybe this war might be someone else's idea?
Well, the Commonwealth have wanted to go to war. Well, have tried to be at war with us
mean-
for as long as they.
I mean, from outside players.
Like what?
I'm not overly sure as of right now, but do you not think that this war could maybe
give a bit of a distraction for other things that might be going on?
I-
Don't you think that this war is just playing into the hands of other people? You're not thinking like other people might take advantage of this?
Listen, from my perspective, the prosperity of my kingdom and my empire is the number one factor. There is nothing else that is more important. I will not be the emperor who loses my kingdom.
Well, what is it? What is it that the Commonwealth wishes?
They
What do they seek to get from this war?
domination over the free cities in Tarsat and Nesvenir.
Is that what they claim? Do they claim?
They claim my
seek to
throne.
conquer?
They claim my throne. That is what the whole of our previous war was about. You are not very well read on our history, are you, wooden man?
No, I am not. Somewhat neutral. Not enough to. Well, just treat me like a foreigner, I suppose.
Hmm. Well, I have to admit, I am terrified of going to war with the Commonwealth. We do not have the resources to do so. But the Commonwealth, if not stood against, they will slowly chip away at us until we have no chance of standing against them.
What do you
Dancing,
think it would take to bring a peace?
what, a lasting peace?
Well, as lasting as you can get. Understand wars will always people will always find reason for
Probably-
go to war, but
Probably those. Probably the destruction of House Valens and their claim over my throne.
do you not think they would settle for any less than your throne?
Well, they seem to be wanting to settle for the domination over the Dancing Coast. Yes, they claim that they are guaranteeing the Dancing Coast, but it's nothing more than the Dancing Coast being taken from my hands and put into theirs. The Commonwealth managed to suppress 90% of our trade during the last war. With the Dancing Coast gone, it will be 100. We will bankrupt within the first year of a war.
Do you care about the Dancing Coast as much as your own kingdom?
The Dancing Coast is my kingdom. It is in part. It should be part of my empire.
Well,
But do you care about them?
As people, not particularly. I would rather they were run by someone a bit more friendly to me, I suppose.
what if you were to match their offer? If the Commonwealth is guaranteeing the independence of the Dancing Coast, then what if you were to do the same?
That is what being part of my empire would be, as guaranteeing their independence. As well, as guaranteeing their right to do trade within the free cities. They can't have it the best of both worlds. They have gone to war with Baratheon. Baratheon is in the free cities, so therefore is protected by me. They can't have it the best of both worlds. Go to war with whoever they like and be independent. This is clearly a construction by the Commonwealth to try and delegitimize my claim on my throne.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen one of those.
Hmm?
So, and he like nods to one of the guards to come over, and he says, "I hate to say, I hate to have to do this, but inform all the lords to raise their banners, and we will be going to war." And the guard sort of like nods. I'll send the ravens.
We, I kind of, not within the king's earshot, we should probably go to Deed and sort out your stuff quick, because, I mean, if all this place is going to end up being a war zone sooner or later.
I want to talk to Pacino first.
All right, but we got to be quick.
All right.
I don't know how I feel about helping in this war.
Kidding.
we've been putting off our own things for way too long to be dragged into another problem.
I don't think
It's
that.
going to affect a lot.
So-
I don't think you're going to be able to run from this.
Oh,
Wars.
I disagree. I mean, we can teleport to a whole nother dimension if we want to.
And you're okay with doing that.
Well, no, there's things we need to do. I need to get powerful. I need to get stronger, and we gotta help. Scrimshaw
Don't you
fight
want to
this
look
thing.
after people?
I was just saying we could. I wasn't saying I wanted to.
Right, I want to go talk to this Pacino chap. Any of you want to join me?
I'm all right, thank you. That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
All right. I imagine I won't be there very long. I only really have one question I need asked.
Okay, so a
If any
couple.
of you think of any more, just ask me. Let me know.
Okay, so a couple of guards lead you down into the dungeons. They're very dark, and they give you a torch, like just to light the way. And a couple of like iron doors are opened with like a very large set of keys and locks, which are opened up. It's completely pitch black down here, and you hear like the sort of scurrying of rats and the dripping of water, just like bloop, bloop, like off in the distance. And you sort of like are making your way down these dungeons for a while, and they're really big. It's almost down in the foundations of the castle itself, with chains on the walls and stuff. But you come across Don Pacino, who is chained to a pillar just on the ground, just covered in dust. He sort of looks up and he says, well, if you're here to kill me,
I'm not here to kill you.
have you got
I want
water?
to have a chat. Do I have my flask with me?
Yeah, I assume so, unless you deliberately
Would
didn't
I
take it.
would I be allowed to give him water?
You didn't ask.
Can I ask one of the guards?
Okay, yeah, the guards say it's fine.
All right, I give him some of my water.
Okay.
Just kind of.
He like takes it and he says, "People have been known to die of thirst in these tombs."
I mean, I imagine the plan was you'd be hung tomorrow.
I think
So
you'd
I
be
don't think you have that
surprised.
to worry about.
I do not believe I will be hanged. It's just the Emperor's fierce personality coming to the forefront. You'll probably have regrets tomorrow about doing this to an ambassador.
And what do you imagine will happen to you?
Well,
If not dying of thirst.
well, I'm hoping to be released.
Hmm. See, I've been doing a little bit of research, and I know this is very inopportune, but I was hoping maybe you could help me out.
And what would be my reward for that?
I could maybe try talking with the Emperor.
Nothing will convince him if he's made his mind up.
True. I could maybe suggest a trade-off. Maybe he has a task he would want me to complete.
In return for what?
Your freedom, perhaps.
I'm listening.
Does the name Asterix mean anything to you?
No.
What about Gastiel?
No.
Shame. What about Badran?
No.
I'm gonna give insight checks on all of these.
Yeah, that's fine. Make an
I
answer.
don't-
Can't really tell. He's kind of creepy.
I show him one of the arrows.
And what is this?
It's Eshmali.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Really? Because you seem to have had an Eshmali mirror given to the king.
Yes, I am just the messenger.
Who is it who specifically decided to give the king this mirror? Whose idea was it?
It was Pietro.
Pietro.
Yes, as a gift.
Right. I don't really think I can figure out more from you right now, but
I don't suppose you'll be talking to the Emperor on my behalf then.
no. You know, if in my research I do find out you're lying to me, I might have other words to say. And I just kind of leave.
As you turn around, he says, "There's more to be scared of than the darkness of this dungeon."
Gothric turns around at the last minute and says, "You're a creepy bastard," and just leaves.
Okay.
Like, you need to chill the fuck out, bud.
Okay. In the meantime, then what's the rest of you doing whilst Gothric's down there?
Drinking wine.
So you,
That's going to be a very common phrase, I think.
not actually wine, but the actual plant vine.
Yeah.
Can we see the mirror?
yeah, if you want. The Emperor's gone back to his chambers, but it's there.
Yeah, because that's where we were going to see it with.
All right, you meet up
Yeah.
with Aaron then.
Hi, Aaron.
Hello. How are you doing?
We're doing all right. I look around at what's on Ray Leaf and Scrimshaw. Yeah, we're good.
I have some business. I can't really go see the mirror right now, but I've discovered something that I need to go check out.
Anything we can help with, or you're all right?
Well, I don't really know how to say it here.
You can always message it to me.
Maybe we should find somewhere private to talk.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so she goes off, and you go with her to find just a cupboard or something that she just all says, "In here, quick."
Ooh.
Just me, or is
No,
everyone else?
yeah,
with it? Because
everyone as well. Yeah, I assume everyone.
Is it quite a densely packed cupboard?
It's pretty. It's pretty densely packed. Yeah, it's like a broom cupboard, but you're all just shoved in there.
Thanks.
Cozy in here.
Yeah, sorry. I just would rather there not be any people overhearing. So I've had a bit of news from Nordhorns.
Go on.
Well, I don't think there is a Nordhorn anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh my god, what happened?
I'm not entirely sure, but they could hear the explosion from Lucenia.
Oh no.
I fucked.
There's,
I fucked.
yeah, there's now I assume there's some sort of big crater where Nordhorn was. But I've sent Illyriel to check. I'm hoping that she will tell us soon what's happened. Also, on other news, Don Mehir Vahiran has gone missing as well.
It seems like our circle of people we can rely on are getting smaller and smaller by the day. Any leads? Anything?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping to go and check out this Nordhaunt thing at the moment with Illyriel, but because if the Iron Pariah has returned, then we might need to do something about that at some point. But I'm just going to go scout that ahead. Don't worry about me and Illyriel. We're perfectly capable of helping ourselves, I hope. But if you maybe could work on something with Mehir, if you could find him at some point, it's not a big deal if not. I know you're very busy, but I don't know what's happened to him. She's like really nervous. You see, like she's
Let me just try this. And can I try and message Mahir?
Mm-hmm.
Hi Mahir. Have you been taken? Any form of communication would be helpful. Doesn't have to be words right now or thoughts. Just some communication. We're at VL.
There's like a flash of lightning out the window. Like, pff, no. No, there's no response. And that's sending, right? Level 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
He could be somewhere where there's magic dampening or anything.
Oh, did we, in last session, ask for the anti-scrying amulets?
Yeah, but that's going to take Aaron like a season to make.
Oh, okay. Remember how long they were?
Hmm?
I couldn't remember how long they were going to take.
Yeah, it's going to
Whether
take a
that was
while.
like a week or whether it was...
No, it was going to be like 90 days, I think.
Okay, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, anything. He's been good for us. But we do have a few things to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, of course. It's not a well. I would say it's not a priority, but it depends what's happened to him, I suppose. But yeah, I did get a strange message from him 3 days ago. I mean, he's been saying that people in the Dancing Coast have been trying to get rid of him for a while, but I just always assumed that was just a political thing. But no worries. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to Orostas right now and meet Lyriel, but please take it easy. Don't do anything stupid. We need allies right now.
Yes, we do. And Gideon looks towards Gothric.
Oh, I assume I'm actually just going up to where I imagine you guys would have been from the dungeon and wondering why you're not in there. So I'm just going to stay by the door
Okay.
to the chambers, I guess,
Okay.
waiting for you guys.
All right. Okay. So yeah, Erin opens the door. It's like spots you, Gothric. She says, "Oh, hello," and she's like, everyone comes out the cupboard.
Oh,
Right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go, and
Right.
she just teleports away. Like,
Okay, so some news, Gothric. It seems that Nordhaunt has exploded.
you're going to have to say that again, but slower.
So Nordhaunt exploded.
Gothric just kind of like
That's the main
stares at
thing.
the wall for like 5 seconds, and he turns around and says, "Anything else?"
Should we go first? We went into a cupboard to speak about it. Maybe not
Oh,
here.
maybe. Do you want to come back into this cupboard? I promise it's nothing weird.
Usually when people say that, there's something weird.
Okay, just come in, come in.
Okay.
Okay. So Aaron told us that Nordhaunt has blown up. Apparently they could hear the explosion from the Senya. We can probably assume that the Iron Prior has been resurrected or brought awakened or
Or hopefully
whatever
the
it takes to
fucker
bring that
died
thing
in the
back.
explosion.
I am kind of hoping that. Hopefully took him on with it too.
Or maybe it's like a different kind of explosion that turned them all into left mutants. Please tell me
and-
it's not that kind of explosion. If it's that kind of explosion, I don't want to go to a city full of left mutants and have to go full exterminator mode.
I think at this point I'd rather a city of mutants than the Iron Pariah. But regardless.
Yeah.
Also, Don Mahir is missing.
Oh, fuck.
We don't really know what to do about that one.
He was going to be my
It's,
next port of call about Asterix and Castiel. I'm thinking this war doesn't just... Basically, Pietro's the one that decided on giving the Emperor the mirror. And
See, I'm-
considering what we've talked about, how mages have been selling these Eshmaline
this Ishmaeli mirrors everywhere. And considering the fact that my tribe has started coming over here, I think we need to have a look at this fucking mirror.
Hey, does anyone think it's anything to do with the Elder Box that we're missing? I mean, does it have a habit for blowing things up?
Since meeting you guys, I've learned that nothing is ever coincidental. So my money's on that.
Well, maybe I suppose it's possible. I mean, well, there was a side effect of us using it before, where that rift opened up, and if someone were to continue using it and using it and using it, then perhaps those effects and those dangers could get larger and larger to the point where the thing just explodes.
Perhaps, or maybe it could even be the similar explosion we saw in the middle of the what's the name of the bay? I guess
That's true.
South Shore Bay. Sand Shore Bay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Central Bay.
Yeah, when Merith found that artifact,
Yeah.
that seemed more like a trap than anything.
Well, I can't help but see a somewhat similarity between the two cases. Well, you know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Gothric, Aaron and Illyriel are going to investigate. So they'll let us know when they find anything out about the whole Iron Prior situation.
I
And
think
hopefully we can get some powerful friends
it's
to
worth
help
saying.
take that down.
I think it's worth saying. I think Gastiel's alive.
What's the significance of this Gastiel?
He's basically one of the only mages that went missing around the war against the Commonwealth, right? Since then, there's basically him and Asterix went over here. Asterix died, and I think they were selling mirrors or something. I think maybe Gastiel has some kind of vendetta, revenge, I don't know. But I definitely know this mirror is bad.
Do you think that the Red Wizard indeed could be Castiel?
It could. It's the only name we've got that has a potentiality of being here right now.
Well, even if they are, then what difference does it make?
What I mean is, I think Gastiel's is really our only lead, and we need to check out this mirror.
I agree. I'm quite looking forward to having a look at the mirror. But if these banners are starting to be drawn, we need to get going as well. Just to let you know.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not keen on being pulled into either side of this war.
I want to look at Deed as soon as possible before people start getting drafted.
Okay.
People get drafted here, right? That's how this works.
People used to get drafted in Bredier. I knew a lot of people who died, who were drafted, and a lot of the orphans I used to live with, some of their parents died in that war.
Yeah, interestingly, Gideon, Brettia actually declared independence as well and was just completely crushed by Tarsat.
There you go.
So we're checking out this mirror then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so you're led by the guards to Wolfram's personal chambers. These massive, mahogany doors. They're beautiful, well constructed, and they're hundreds of years old. They've got ancient tails and really fine crafted woodwork just all on it, and it opens up into this fairly, reasonably sized chamber. It's got a double bed in the far wall. There's this large frosted window that overlooks the whole city. and then like just like a writing desk and a couple of things that he needs. Like it's not a massive room, but you see Wolfram at his desk, just writing. He like doesn't turn around, but above his writing desk is the mirror, which has been put up, and it's sort of like casting sort of its presence over the room. It looks very beautiful. He sort of like says, I suppose you're here to look at the mirror, are you?
Yep.
Isn't it interesting how the Dancing Coast give me such a beautiful item just to fuck me over later?
It seems to me like it was to soften the blow.
Well, what if the Dancing Coast are right? What if they are better alone?
What if they are?
Well, go on, have a look at the mirror. Don't know what you want to do with it.
I would just like to mention, is it customary to imprison ambassadors when they bring you bad news?
Are you having a go?
Are you having a fuck,
I
mate?
am, I am honestly questioning.
Well, sometimes it may do you a good service to not ask many questions in the presence of emperors that might, let's say, cause some offense during this time.
I apologize for my friend. He doesn't know. He sometimes doesn't quite get situations. You know, being locked away in a tower for a while does that to you.
Hmm.
We understand the sensitivities of the situation.
Right.
No, so we're just saying that I'm going to be quiet.
Very well. I have got to say that I hope that you don't find anything wrong with this mirror, because I very much like it. But go ahead, I will sit here as you do whatever you wish.
Gideon, do you want to maybe give a little detecty, magic-y, mumbo
Yeah,
jumbo
of course.
stuff?
Of course. I use detect magic on it. I just kind of want to get a feel for the aura of the magic. See if where the magic is concentrated on the mirror. And even if there's like, I don't know, like things that are inconsistent about what you can see through the mirror, relative to what's actually there.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, it doesn't seem to be, what's it called? Magical.
Okay.
And make a perception check on the seeing inconsistencies bit.
I assume Gothric's also looking, so is that like a help action, or?
You can do it with advantage, Gideon.
15.
Okay. You study it for a while. Nothing seems to change much. But Wolfram begins sort of like pacing weirdly, like in circles, as you're doing so, and you like sort of out the corner of your eye just see him just like begin pacing. And he's like muttering to himself.
Can I maybe do a perception check to kind of maybe catch what he's saying? Or
What's your passive perception?
my passive perception probably isn't that great. It is 13.
Yeah,
Mornus is 15.
he's not that far, to be fair. He's sort of like muttering like, war, 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 war.
Like over and over again.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This moves with other words, just war, 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 war.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's sort of like hunched over almost, like looking down at his feet, just going around in circles, just going like.
Can I like take my jacket off and just quickly put it over the mirror?
Yeah.
Does he still do it?
Yeah, he's still doing it, and he's saying, There is only war. There is only war. And then he looks up, and you see him, and his eyes are just like glowing red. And he says, there is only war. And then he just begins growing. Like, he just goes massive. Like,
Gothric just straight up elbow smashes the mirror.
Okay. Right. Let's then. Hang on. Let me just move you here.
Oh god.
So you guys look up. So Gothric smashes the mirror. Gideon was by the mirror. I don't suppose Rainleaf was too close to him.
We've had long rests, right? So let me just reset all that.
Yeah.
I would hope at some point over the week.
Now we're just partying straight out.
Yeah. All right. Roll initiative, guys.
Hang on, let me just sort this out. One.
I need to figure out how to do initiative at advantage at some point. I think it is possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
We're level
It's
9,
always
aren't
handy
we?
when the second one is the higher.
You are level 9, yes. But also, Gideon, remember you've used a level 3 spell slot today.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
That was when you sent a message to me here.
And also the Detect Magic, so level 1 as well.
I'm doing bad today.
Is that everyone? Has everyone rolled
Yep.
initiative?
I think so.
Cool. Okay,
Do
yeah.
you want to jump on and control Morna, or no? Okay.
Yeah, so he just shouts, "There is only war!" And then Roxon, what would you like to do?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
so
going.
let me just describe what's happening a bit. So his eyes have gone completely red, and as he shouts, "There is only war!" like black, like necrotic sort of like like shadows begin just bursting from his ears and mouth, and as he grows to about twice the size he was before, and his hands are just completely just like curled black claws, as he's just like got this like aura around him, which is just pure evil energy, basically. That is just like angry as fuck.
Okay. Well, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go, right, time to put you down. And go go over to him and
Just
take
straight
a
up assassinate the Emperor.
and just take a swing at him.
Okay.
So
Are you not you're reckless attack?
No, not reckless.
Not great weapons master training. Okay, so
No.
that hits.
okay, and it's +1 with this, isn't it? So with the
Okay.
this one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so
There
that's
you
going to
go.
be 17. Is that right?
Yeah.
How high up are we? Like, and that's a
There's
window.
nothing else I can
It's
really
like
do
up
on
a
my-
tower, and it's over like the window overlooks the city.
Okay.
Okay. Scrimshaw.
Okay. Scrimshaw is going to roll on up.
Oh, he also has also because I hit him, he has disadvantage if he hits anyone else.
Okay.
FYI.
Okay. I am going to use Hexblade's Curse on him.
Mhm.
And I'm going to make some attacks with Avenger.
Okay. Ooh,
Ah,
nice.
da-da-da-da. Okay, so that is
Big
for-
start. Big start.
I should have banished and smited. So that is 22, and of course, drop a smite.
Okay.
For an additional 53,
Okay.
and second attack.
Okay.
And natural one.
That misses, I'm afraid. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, so you watch as you what damage type is your smite, by the way?
Let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's force.
Okay, that's fine. If it's force, it's no problem.
Yeah, it's either magical slashing or force, and I'm pretty sure it's force.
Okay, so you run up to him and you just manage to like masterfully slot your blade into his into a gap in his armor, and just suddenly your energy just rages through him, just knocks him like back a step, and just like as this explosion sort of bursts out, you see he's like looking cut up, and then he just begins healing as he begins to just like as his necrotic energy begins bursting out of him, like almost in the space you cut, it's just pouring out, just pure rage, and he is. So on his turn,
He's also knocked prone on the first attack when I smited.
Okay.
Just realized. So the second attack would actually hit for another 17 damage.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Well, assuming 22.
So like that attack knocks him prone. He gets back up, and you see he begins to regenerate. Like he begins to regenerate his health, and then he's going to, after your turn is over, he's going to make you do a wisdom save.
Oh, these are not amazing.
As a legendary action.
Oh, what?
Okay, that's fine. So you feel that like overcoming your mind is suddenly like this just hissing and horrific shouting that's just like whoa, whoa, whoa. But you manage to just shake your head and just shake it off. But then he comes back at you and is going to attack you twice
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage. So that's a 19 and a 19.
Those both just hit.
Okay.
He has resistance to whatever he does to him now as well.
Okay. So first hit is 6 slashing damage and 20 necrotic damage. So that's going to be 13 in total. If you have resistance.
Yeah, well, it says when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. So
Cool.
Yeah, it should apply to both.
Okay. And then the second one is 14 slashing damage plus 22 necrotic damage.
So that is another 18.
Okay.
Ow.
Yes. And then then that's it. That's his turn over. Okay. Gideon.
All right. Gideon's going to kind of slide down, and he's going to touch the corrupted king and use using remove curse. If I can get my words out.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me just read remove curse a second.
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end if the object is a curse. That doesn't matter because it's not an object.
Yeah, I'll say make an attack like it'll be like a touch AC thing, because he's like trying to
Not get touched.
trying to not get touched by things. So if you just make it like an unarmed attack.
Okay, how does one do that?
So just
Slash R1d20 plus strength, right?
Dex.
yeah, I'll let you use Dex because that's what you want to do.
D20 plus.
Hit him, just try and touch.
Yeah, you're just trying
Roll
to touch him.
1d20.
Plus your Dex modifier.
All right, I'll just do that and then.
Oh,
No modifier. So-
Okay. All right, so yeah, so that misses. I'm not going to make you cast a spell though.
Okay, and so that was my action.
Mhm.
Can I say a word?
Yeah.
Can somebody go and get some witnesses, please?
Okay.
Morna, quickly.
All right.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, as he sort of just dodges out the way, you watch him, and he like turns to look at you, and his like red eyes glowing. It almost looks like a Bunsen burner flame just like pouring out of his eyes as he's just screaming basically now. He's gonna make you do a charisma saving throw as a legendary action.
okay.
He's gonna use his
For some reason,
his
like,
debilitating plague.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Well, no, he's not rolling a dice. It's
No.
It's Gideon who's doing a save.
No. Okay. I think. Carry on.
Charisma, yeah?
Yeah, charisma.
Saving throw.
Mhm.
This would be good. It's a -2 modifier, obviously.
I believe he still has resistance, though.
Oh, if it does damage.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Okay. Right. So, yeah. Okay. So at the end of your turn, you take 10 necrotic damage. So that's five. So that's 5.
Oh, yeah, 5. So yeah.
All right. Morna.
Okay. I'm not used to responding to Morna.
Okay.
Okay. She's gonna kind of anime run round the back
Naruto run.
and gonna do some strikes
Okay.
with the frosty fingers.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Scrimshaw
So
is
that's
now
11.
Morna.
Scrimshaw
11
has
damage.
become Morna.
Okay.
What's this? And stunning strike, please. Wisdom
Okay.
save.
Wisdom save.
Not wisdom save. Con save.
Yeah, I was about to say what. Oh, did I click on it? No, I didn't. 14.
Success. Second attack.
That hits. 12.
12 damage. And another con save, please.
Mhm. That's a 11.
That is a failure.
It will use a legendary resistance.
Shit. Okay, well, we're gonna keep on going.
Okay. That hits.
Keep on trucking.
15.
15 damage. And another con save, please.
23.
That's a success. That is a success. And one more strike with flurry of blows. 14 damage. And
14.
one more con save, please.
Okay. That is a 13.
That just succeeds.
Okay. All right, yeah, Morna whacking into him. He's looking hurt.
Okay.
Okay, Gothric.
Smash the mirror.
Okay, make an attack against Mirror.
Is that just D20 plus strength?
No,
or-
it'll be just a melee. It'll be a weapon attack. It depends what you're attacking it with.
Well, I was just thinking of. Okay, I guess I'll do this with it.
Okay. That hits. All right, roll damage.
All right.
Just don't take the extra. All right, so that's going to be. All right, so you attack the mirror, but you just feel this wave of sort of something come over you as you like whack it. It just knocks you back, so you're prone, and you take 6 damage.
Okay. I kind of look at Gideon. Dispel it. Dispel it. Dispel it. Dispel it. Dispel it. Dispel it.
Wow, Gideon, I'd love to if he had a dispel spell.
Oh.
Okay, is there anything else you want to do? Gothric?
Spell
Can I-
magic.
I haven't moved yet, so can I just get back onto
Yeah.
my feet?
Mhm.
Because I took the attack action, can I attack it again?
You're going to attack it again.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I want to break this mirror.
Okay. Make another attack. That hits. Roll damage. Okay. Yeah. Again, you just get knocked back on your knocks back prone, and you take 8 damage.
Okay.
All right.
Can I action sage
Oh,
Get
oh,
back up
okay.
and just pull the mirror down?
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's just you could just pick it up off of like a nail on the back that is pinned to. It's still got Gideon's coat
Oh.
on it, but like you can just pull it down. You just yeet it against the wall.
Yep.
All right, it just like yeets against the wall. It just sort of like lands on the floor face down. You're not sure if it's smashed or anything.
God damn it. That's my cat.
All right, Rainleaf.
Can I? Is it like an action to do some kind of like medicine check to see what's actually wrong with him?
Make a religion check.
But do I know if it'll be an action? Because I'd rather
No,
do an action.
it'll be a free
Okay.
action. It'll be fine. Okay.
So, Matthew, you're gonna have to be a bit more specific.
He definitely seems like he's been afflicted by a curse.
A curse.
Yeah.
Okay. I say, Gideon, keep with the curse removal.
I'm trying
Yes.
to.
And then I will. Oh God, what will I do? I'll do. Why not? I'll do my radiant soul. So I get like spiritual wings and stuff,
Okay.
and just to look cool, really.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go over to the doorway and try and like start heading towards like opening the door and like getting people's attention.
Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. So yeah, at the top of the round, as you get over to the door, it bursts open, and 3 royal guard burst in, just right past you, and they just see this fight going on. They're like, "Emperor!"
He's gone mad, boys.
He's cursed.
Oh, he's gone. Hang on, might know me. Can I actually speak to them?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
No, yeah.
What do you want to say?
He's gone mad.
He's gone mad. Okay.
Where's the it's not really my forte.
Okay. All right. I mean, they. There's clearly something weird going on here. So it's not like you're just like murdering him, and he's going, protect me.
in his pajamas.
Yeah.
On top of his head.
Yeah, like he's like a 10-foot tall fucking raging mass of pure hatred energy right now. So. All right, what do you want to do, Roxanne?
I'm gonna swingy
Okay,
with the old axie.
21. Okay,
So that'll hit.
16.
Yes.
Mhm.
Can I, as a bonus action, try to grapple him?
Yeah, make an athletics or acrobatic. Make an athletics check. Sorry.
Check. Okay. Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
that sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Nat one's actually that's a 20, because you have advantage on strength checks.
Do I?
Yeah, because you're raging.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And you're a Goliath.
And I'm a Goliath.
You're a
so I'm
Goliath.
extra
Okay.
strong.
All right, he got an 11 on his athletics check, so he's grappled.
Cool. I'm just gonna hold him down.
Okay.
Try and hold him.
Oh, I forgot to say, everyone within 5 feet of him, 10 feet, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, so that's all of you.
Okay.
Except for, Rainleaf. Takes 2 necrotic damage.
Was
No.
that at the start of the round?
Yeah, at the start of the round.
Carthrick's dead.
Well, technically they should take 1. Because they have resistance. If it's not, it's an attack. So.
It's not an attack, it's just a passive.
Oh,
Seeping hate.
sorry guys. Mike's being mean.
Alright, Scrimshaw then.
Okay, Scrimshaw's just going to attack him again.
Okay.
He's
Uh,
big.
17. 15 damage.
15. Okay.
Second attack.
14. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. All right. As you guys have been just wailing on him, he begins stitching together again with his regeneration. And then on the top of his turn, he is going to. All right. He's going to attack.
He's grappled, and what does that mean?
It just means he can't move.
Okay.
He's going to attack Scrimshaw once and Roxton once. So that's 18 on Scrimshaw.
Nope.
Was
Okay.
that with
Cloak of
disadvantage?
protection coming in handy.
Okay. And
Is
that's
that also with disadvantage?
yes. And then 20 on Roxton.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, so that's 9 slashing damage plus 18 necrotic.
Is that 9 reduced?
Yeah, 9 is
because
halved,
I'm-
so 9 is
yeah.
halved to 4.
Okay. Hang on. No, right. So what's it all
So
together,
so
sorry?
4 plus 18, so 22 in total.
Okay.
Because
Wait, what have I done?
necrotic damage isn't halved.
Hang on. Right. Yeah. Sorry. 22. So.
Yeah, 22 that you take.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Ah. Let me do it.
All right, Gideon.
All right, Gideon's gonna go for another touch. Do I get a, like advantage? 'cause
Yes,
he's
you'll have
grappled?
advantage because he's grappled.
Bro. All right, we'll do that then. So I need to do just a roll 20 twice.
Yep.
So being grappled normally doesn't only makes their speed
Oh,
0.
oh, really? I thought it was other people get
There's
advantage.
no advantage on attacks. That's if you're prone.
I mean, seems that
Oh.
this rule that we're doing now
Oh, I
with
should
the
have.
whole...
Yeah, I'll allow it though because he's obviously less likely to be able to move around. Okay. 16. Is it what? 16 plus?
Nothing.
Nothing. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
If I disengage, am I going to get attacked?
You won't be able to disengage because that was your action.
I see. No, sorry, I don't mean if I just walk away, will I get attacked?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh no, I was just wondering if he's grappled again, but that's fine.
Oh no, he could potentially attack you.
I don't have any more level 3 spell slots.
Oh, no,
I
no,
guess I
no.
could do-
No, they didn't make you. I remember I said that I'm not going to make you use the spell slot for it.
Oh right. Unless it.
Yeah, unless you connect.
Okay.
So.
All right, that's fine. All right. I guess every turn we're just going to keep on trying.
Right. Okay. Scrimshaw, on the end of Gideon's turn, can you make a Wisdom save, please?
I can try.
Okay. So yeah, you begin hearing these whispers, and they begin to overtake you. Actually, no, you've already passed it, so you're fine.
Oh, nice.
Can Roxon make a Wisdom save then?
Uh-oh.
Not so nice.
Yeah, that's not so great.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you begin hearing these whispers trying to overtake you, but you actually just ignore them. Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. Okay. Morna then. Actually, we'll probably finish. We'll probably finish now then. Actually, because Alex said he had to finish at 10 stat, so we'll finish now.
Yeah, I've got bed
Okay.
okay.
All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Yeah, weird
Thanks
place
for
to
the
end it. No, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, weird.
Yes.
It's got real. All right. I'm gonna unmute the stream.
Next
Mute the
week
stream.
I can't play